Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Wrassle Graps. My name is Chris,
My name is Vincent.
and usually the second video you get this week would be a Wrassle recap, but we're gonna do something different today because Vincent had an idea, and he's gonna lead this one because I don't know exactly what he wants to do here.
I was seeing it all over Twitter. Everyone's like, "Oh, CFO Money was better," or actually, CFO Money was better than Def Rebel. And also, there was this one person I don't even know their name, but they were like, "Oh, CFO Money might even be better than Jim Johnston." So this got me thinking. I was like, maybe we should cover the state of music in professional or in WWE.
Professional WWE, I love it.
Yeah,
Um,
in professional WWE.
so Def Rebel, right? You can put Def Rebel next to the local bum who's just strolling on a trash can outside. And the odds are that the local bum could produce a hit faster than Def Rebel could. And that's not a hot take. That's just a fact. Um, CFO money, there were no Jim Johnston, but man, they had some good ones. They had some great ones in there. Jim Johnston, though, an all-timer. It's iconic.
Well, I think what separates Def Rebel from the rest is that they use, allegedly, use like free samples in their music.
Allegedly, Def Rebel is cheeks, regardless of what they do.
And me personally, I'm gonna allege that I don't know if it's smart to allege something about them, that they might use AI. I'm just gonna say that they're the type to use AI. It would be.
They really would be. Listen, Def Rebel, they're not all bad, right? They got some good ones. But like the thing is, and I didn't know this till I looked, but the 10 bangers they have, right? They're outweighed by the fact that there's like 40 others you've never even heard of or that you couldn't even tell me about until you see the list of them.
That
And that
is
really
true.
sums it up.
That is true. Because I would not be. I probably wouldn't even be able to differentiate some of their songs from each other because they
I had
sound
no
probably
idea.
similar.
I had no idea that Alexa Bliss had 3 different Def Rebel theme songs. If you asked me that gun to my head, I would have said one, and you would have killed me right there on the spot. That would have just been it.
Maybe Def Rebel is realistic in their approach because the themes kind of sound like generic themes from like a WWE video game
It's not good. That's bad.
from your for your created character.
Def Rebel is not good though. Listen, I know we've said that in like more ways than are needed, but the issue you got with Def Rebel, they create some of the most generic ass music to a point where you could have like the most famous wrestler walk out and you would have no idea it's them. They would get absolutely no reaction.
Um, let's give an example here.
Finn Balor, easy one.
Okay, Pin Balor. That's everyone's really confused about that theme song specifically.
I'll never forget the Rumble 2025. Finn Balor's music hit, no one had a fucking clue who it was. And then Finn walked out and I was like, oh. And then I said, oh, because I just felt bad for the fact that he came out to absolutely no reaction and that song was not helping.
He used to have a banger theme song. Guess who made the theme song? CFO Money.
Oh, yeah, those guys, absolute chats.
And they truly did give him a good theme song for his entrance, of course, where he did the whole pose, everything.
Mhm. Now, look,
CFO
I
Money,
understand.
creators of Shinsuke Nakamura theme song.
Oh, the best.
One of the best theme songs of all time in
And
WWE.
then that reminds me, the other thing, the other issue I have with Def Rebel, they'll just take some of the older songs and they'll remix them with the shittier versions.
That is true, man. They always make it worse somehow.
Like Shinsuke's new theme song. This might not be the popular opinion on it, the popular consensus, but it's just a shitty version of his old one.
That shit's ass. It's so bad. In fact, I don't even want to say it, man. It's so bad. It's so bad.
It's not good.
I'm sure you
Remember
can
what they
see
did
where
to
I was going to
Sami
go with that.
Zayn's theme song?
Sami Zayn. I don't want to remember that one. I don't want.
God, that was a rough one.
I'm happy he has his CFO one still.
And I mean, listen, there's so many examples. And really, the question here is if you're talking who had the best entrance music in WWE, the contest is between CFO and Jim Johnston. And then you have Def Rebel in the corner going, what about me? What I'm here too. Why acknowledge me? And that's really all it is.
I'm just gonna say there's a reason that WWE kind of does deals with like outside artists to give some superstars new music because
Mhm.
Def Rebel's not cutting.
No, not at all. And it's a rough place to be right now. It's a rough state for music in WWE.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, most of the women you can't really differentiate their theme songs, so that's kind of it's bad for them. It's bad for
That's a real
everybody.
shame.
Yeah,
I mean, listen, again, some good ones there. Some good ones, but again, it's like a lake compared to the ocean of stuff that you couldn't even tell me existed if you didn't have the list right in front of you.
correct, correct. I can barely name you one banger from Def Rebel.
Oh, it's easy. I could do it.
You want to name a banger from Def Rebel?
I could do a couple.
All right, which one?
Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga.
Okay, that's not bad.
I can keep going if you want. I mean,
Nah, you don't
like I
gotta
said,
do that.
they have good ones, so they exist. And yes, most of them are for the bloodline, and I know that. But
It makes
even
sense.
outside of it, you got Io Skies, great one. Bobby Lashley's theme song before he left, another great one.
Definitely. I mean, they do have some bangers, that's for sure, but they don't compare to CFO Money.
Now you never beaten Seth's old theme song, Dean Ambrose's old theme song, and the Shield theme song classics. So everyone loves it to this day. Not beating that one.
That's correct. It
Shinsuke's
is correct.
AJ's, so great.
Yeah. I mean, I think Jim Johnston though really carried the whole. He's really the bar. Jim Johnston's the bar.
His are just too iconic. You can't beat him. That's the problem.
He's their actual songs. Like I think CFO Money, as much as they were good for an entrance theme song, they're not good for listenability. I think Jim Johnston was good for both.
Nah, man, listen, you can listen to some Jim Johnston songs outside, and like people don't make fun of you for it.
People actually put it on like their workout playlist, stuff like that.
Yeah. But in fairness though, if you think about it, the argument that CFO Money had better songs than Jim Johnston, I might have to give it to them on that one.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
The CFO guys, I might have to give it to them. They might have a point.
With what?
Because when you look at the Jim Johnston theme songs, a lot of them, like he may have been involved, but like he wasn't the guy whose name was on the songs.
Yes, it was. His name was there.
Yeah, sure, but like Triple H, that's Motorhead. Batista, that's
Yes.
Saliva.
Yeah. And
Randy
Jim
Orton,
Johnston put it all
that's
together.
he produced it maybe, but like he wasn't
He fucking wrote the
doing.
lyrics. He did this. He did that. He made the song. The only thing the person did was perform the song.
Now I'm just saying though, does that
And Jim
count?
Johnston played instruments too.
He
So it's
did,
not
but
easy. This guy had people love and fucking everything into that shit, even though he probably didn't even really know about the product as well as maybe a normal fan would. But all he had to do was understand the character and base it off
I
of that.
guess that Shawn Michaels theme is a banger. That's true.
Vince McMahon was the one that did the original, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. That's the site that I think I've heard it before. So it definitely was something. It was something.
Okay, so yeah, you got the point there, but I'm just saying, who did it overall together and didn't need the help of outside artists? It was CFO Mike.
CFO money. Wait, you take CFO money over Jim Johnston?
I would have to say, it depends on the day.
I'm definitely not taking them over Jim Johnston because, like I said, listenability is everything to me. And if you have I mean, most iconic theme songs are from Jim Johnston, whether you like it or not.
Dude, the Rey
And most of
Mysterio
the rest
song
of the
wasn't even
ones
hit.
that you put on your playlist. Well, I don't care about Rey Mysterio.
Yes, you do. That's your favorite wrestler of all time. Don't even start with me today.
It's okay, man. POD's fire, man. Who cares?
Yeah,
That's not about Jim Johnston. Why are you throwing that at me?
because attached like your favorite wrestler of all time, and his theme song wasn't even Jim Johnston.
Yeah, that's fair. But I would pick a Jim Johnston song over CFO Money song because it's more annoying to listen to a CFO Money song.
Do it though.
I think it has to be broken up into two categories: entrance and personal listening.
I mean, I guess.
I think the proper way to do it is like, all right, what would I listen to while I'm jogging somewhere?
Um, I don't know, probably Batista's theme song.
I walk. That's perfect. That's actually
But
perfect.
again, that was the live. I
Especially
don't
in
know.
like the rain, bro. In the rain.
Cult of Personality again. That wasn't Jim Johnston.
Definitely not Jim. Yeah, that wasn't Jim Johnston. Kill Switch Engage was not Jim Johnston, correct?
Yeah, that's accurate.
So, but I mean, it doesn't matter what's not Jim Johnston because that's also the category in and of itself, which is artists that make wrestling music and they just use it on WWE product.
Really, the overall winner of who was the best, it's when you get the actual bands in and let them do it.
That's true. I mean, I prefer that over anything. Like Cult of Personality, it's a legendary theme song for CM Punk, like you mentioned.
So really, the answer to the question of who's better, Jim Johnston, CFO, or Def Rebel, it's secret
None
option
of them.
4, the outside band.
Exactly. The outside band.
Yeah, the band, like the actual known bands who make
Fucking,
music
oh my
for
god,
them.
Mark Henry's theme song, that's fucking incredible, man.
Yeah, 3-6 Mafia.
3-6 Mafia, that's fucking incredible.
Not Jim Johnston, though.
Not Jim
I don't think
Johnston.
so, anyway.
No, we're not going to say it is.
Can't confirm or deny allegedly. It might not be. Correct us in the comments, by the way, if we're saying just the absolute most incorrect stuff right now.
I think we've gotten it correct so far, from what I know.
Man, see, this is why it would be great to have somebody who knows this stuff verbatim, like for
You
fact.
know, a deep cut? Jim Johnston made that Baron Corbin song.
He did do that. That's true.
That shit hit too, man. It was
I Bring the Darkness,
let's play his
legendary.
most recent work, and it hit. It was good.
That was great. It's fantastic.
It further proved, and that was around the time of CFO Money, I'm pretty sure. So that's kind of
That
crazy.
was during their time.
Exactly. He showed them all. I mean, he really, I think he won that, man. He got the W.
Bro came back just to show him how it was done.
Yeah. And now Baron Corbin is gone, so but that's fine. That's fine.
Now you're making me sad about Baron Corbin. I miss Baron Corbin.
I miss that guy.
Man. R.I.P. Baron Corbin in WWE. I miss that guy.
In WWE. Yes. Miss that guy. Put that on a
Allegedly.
shirt. Miss that guy.
I miss that guy. Official Wrassle Graps merch coming out soon.
Right. I think we say that a lot.
We do. I can't wait till we actually do have a merch store. And really, it's just like things we said over the years, like 10 years ago. Nobody knows it anymore or understands what it's about. But it's like there, and you can buy it if you want.
Yeah. I think we have to touch on something else. I think that musically, of course. F Rebel, they have to put like something before the song starts. Right?
You
They'd
don't
be
have
like,
to.
it's Tiffy time. It's this
You
and
don't have
that,
to
right?
do any of that. That's just a personal
No,
choice
that's
that
what
they
they
choose to
have to
make.
do because their songs are so ass. You know what I mean? Their songs are so bad that they have to put something behind before the song starts, or else you're not going to know who it is.
But you don't have to. The Roman Reigns theme song is a perfect example of that. You don't need to put it's
Look,
Roman
man,
Reigns right before
they
he
can
comes out.
try with the other theme songs, but when it comes to other people's theme songs, they're not going to try. They're going to half-ass it. They're going to use like free resources and stuff like that.
Their
So what
best
they're going to do
song,
is they're going to say, "Hey, how do we half-ass it some more? Oh yeah, we're going to put someone's name before it or a catchphrase or something like that. I'm getting bouncy up in here, and then we start the music. You know?
yeah, that's horrendous. I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah. And,
Criminal, honest.
but if it was Jim Johnston, man, first note, you know who it is. You know who the
Oh,
fuck
you
it
know.
is.
Dude, their best work is when they don't have that right in the beginning.
That's true, but they don't fucking care because they're like, oh, it doesn't have to match the character fully. It just has to kind of, you have to know who it is just based off the first part of the song.
It sucks because the beat for Tiffany's theme song, it's not bad, but just there's no lyrics or substance once you get past it.
It's not bad, right? It's not bad. But, like,
Is it?
they're very generic songs. I mean, that's really what it is.
Mhm. And you gotta give it to him though. That Solo Sokoa theme, that's an absolute banger.
That's a good one. That's probably the best one they have, I'd say.
If it's not Roman Reigns, it's that
I
one.
do like Roman Reigns, I do. That
I'm
shitty
talking
one,
the
though,
old one.
that new one sucks.
The problem with the newer one he has is that's really more of a special occasion one, but they choose to do that for every match he has now, and that's the issue.
Yeah.
It's fine as a one-off, but you don't do that every time the man shows up.
How do you feel about Chelsea Green's theme song?
I don't remember it.
It's the Hot Mess one.
I still don't remember it.
That's crazy. It
It's not
has
memorable.
lyrics
What do
and
you
it
want me
says,
to
"I'm a
tell
hot
you?
mess."
If I don't remember it, that's a problem. That's the Death Rebel effect. What do you want from me?
I'm a hot mess, whoa, you know?
Yeah, it's not good.
I thought it was okay, but whatever.
It's fine. It's mid.
Mid is a good word to use there.
Thank you.
But I'd say, yeah, my W on this one, Jim Johnston. He put his love, his soul into the music that he made for WWE. He matched the vibes of the character. You know what I mean? It's not a
My
lot of times
overall winner.
you feel that way about Def Rebel, that they match the vibes of who they're fucking writing for, because they have no goddamn idea who they're producing for. No god, they don't care. In fact, they don't
mm,
give a shit.
Listen, my
CFO
overall
Money,
winner.
they kind of gave half a shit. So it went
They
like
care,
full shit, half shit, no shit.
dude. If that when CFO dropped a song and you heard it, you're like, oh, this fits the character.
It was half shit, man. It was half.
No, dude.
That's why you know it was going downhill when they started doing stuff.
Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, dude. They got
Do
him.
do do do
Aleister
do
Black's team. Come on, dude.
do. Okay, come on. If you want to fucking say bands and shit like that, whatever.
I didn't know Aleister Black's on a band.
Doesn't he have a band to his song?
He has a guy sing it, but I don't think that he's doing the song, like the actual guitar work.
Yeah, I don't know, but whatever.
I'm just saying, man, they were trying. There was effort.
That was, you know what? I'll give it to you on some songs, but I feel like some songs were kind of ass. I'm not even sure which ones, but they had their misses.
But the misses are less obvious than the Def Rebel one.
I feel like no matter what even if Jim Johnston had a really bad song, I feel like it still matched up with the character.
Sure, it did, but like again, it's
And I feel like when
CFO.
CFO Money fucked up, it was kind of like it doesn't even match the character, and it kind of
It's
sucks.
it's more obvious, but it's not. But the misses are far and few between compared to Def Rebel.
And Def Rebel just like I said, they don't care. They don't care at all.
I know they don't care. They get paid to do the thing. As long as they get the money, they don't care. That's what it is.
Correct.
That's why there's the hashtag Fire Def Rebel.
Hashtag fire Def Rebel. Get it trending on the Twitter grams, and yeah, we want to see it.
Now listen, this on this podcast, right? On this channel, you'll never hear us actively ask for someone to lose their job unless it's Def Rebel.
Def Rebel's an exception.
They're just so horrendous, and they're just actively making the product worse by having the shittiest music you've heard in your entire life for some people.
I feel like sometimes we have better music ideas than they do.
And they're like joke ideas. You remember the joke Def Rebel songs? Here, some of them are actually better than the real Def Rebel ones.
Like, how is that possible?
I don't know, but they are.
They're just memes.
I know.
Def
I
Rebel's a
know the
meme.
memes. They are a meme, but not a funny meme. Like a "this is bad. Can we stop doing this now?" meme.
Exactly. Jim Johnston would have never been a meme.
No, never.
Never. He's too serious of a nice guy, and he kind of keeps to himself.
What? He's just a man living his life.
I love the little breakdowns he does.
I
He's like, and then I
agree.
played this chord, and then it was like this, and then he was like, yeah, that was good.
I also appreciate how you can see how he did the song. That's fun.
That's fire.
But like, I mean,
CFO
you
Money's
get.
not in the studio. Like, look what we did, man. Look what we did.
I don't know, man. They might have been in there when they did the Aleister Black song.
Yeah. Honestly, the fucking for the Shinsuke song, the best parts were the like live performances when that would happen at like takeovers in the street with the live violin.
Yeah, but you don't have live performances without the CFO song to begin with.
It's fair. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The live performance was crazy.
I know they were. You gotta tell me twice. I know.
It was crazy.
I'm just saying that
Kevin Owens' theme is slept on a little bit, but I feel like
yeah,
it gets annoying after a while.
after a while, sure, but it fits him perfectly fine.
Right? It's a good question. Did Jim Johnston do Brock Lesnar's theme song?
Yes.
And that one's not bad either. It's
No,
okay.
it's great. It's memorable.
You remember that one? The first fucking note. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you hear the first one.
Yeah.
But that's unless you got anything else to add, that's pretty much it, I guess.
Not quite. No, I don't have anything else to add. I mean, I feel like right, okay. First of all, Def Rebel and CFO Money are definitely copycatters. By the way.
The CFO money?
Bro. Yeah.
I don't think this is a fair assumption. I don't like this assessment you're
Hear
giving
me
out.
out, man. Undisputed Era theme song, NWO theme song.
Listen,
They fucking
CFO.
copy work. Jim Johnston never copied. I mean, maybe he did actually. He probably did reference some people. He probably was like, "Let me do it in the style of this guy." But I feel like it was still better than whatever they copied. Okay, because they copied straight up.
Listen, man, I don't know. There's hints to the NWO theme song in there, but it's not a blatant ripoff. I don't think so.
Bro, I listened to them both side by side, and I was like, "This is not good." They copied this right away, but it's still a good song. But they
But
definitely
if you
copied.
ask me which one was better, it's the Undisputed Era theme. I mean, let's not even play this game.
What?
It is, dude.
No, that's your fucking. It's like a Gen Z fucking opinion.
You're not ready for that take, and that's fine. But you'll accept it one day.
It's such a Gen Z opinion.
It is a correct opinion.
I don't know, man. I feel like NWO had a way cooler theme song. Like you
Look, when
feel
I
like you can
hear
go kick some ass after listening to that song.
you can do it with the Undisputed Era theme. You're just not trying hard enough.
I think like the yeah is kind of ruined. Or like I'm not even sure what ruins it. But whatever it is, the sounds
Nothing
in the
ruined.
song ruins.
When I hear the Undisputed Era theme, I say, here comes those four badass dudes. I love these dudes. When I hear the NWO theme, I'm like, oh, fuck, he's about to get a little racist up in here.
Now you're just comparing. Look, the music has nothing to do with the wrestlers involved.
It kind of does. You just said it fits the people involved.
Of course, but when you take it away and you're just listening to it, you're just listening to it because why not, man? It's pretty cool and it reminds me of some good memories. You know?
Name me one good Hulk Hogan NWO memory you have.
I don't got none, man. I don't got none.
As a guy born in '02, tell me one good Hulk Hogan NWO memory you have.
Look, I don't bump the song myself. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying I
I
pick it over Undisputed Era.
Well, you know what? You're gonna have to warm up to that opinion. That's wrong.
It's not the wrong opinion.
Put the poll up on Twitter.
Oh, you tell
Put
me
the
about
poll up.
unforgettable stuff, man. Undisputed Era? Who remembers that?
Me. That's my favorite era of NXT. What are you talking about?
Are you sure that was your favorite era of NXT? What do you mean?
Yes.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
2017 to 2019 NXT is goated, and I will not hear any slander towards it.
Or 2015 NXT.
Not on the same level.
100% better.
You don't have the same level of star power. It's just not
I
there.
don't care. I do not care. It was
You
fucking
have four
amazing.
guys. You have like
It
six
was
guys win.
amazing.
You're
It was
lying to
amazing.
yourself. You are lying to yourself.
Them was the best times. Okay, and then it got like really indie and stuff, and it was like, hey,
Your problem was that it got too good.
it got too crazy, man. I mean, I like the pay-per-views. Don't get it twisted, but the damn shows, I'm not too sure.
NXT Takeover is what Tony Khan thinks he does every time he puts out a pay per view. I mean, come on.
He does though. He does a good job. I mean, recently at least.
You tell me that Tony Khan.
I mean,
every time,
AEW. Okay, say what you want about AEW, but their pay-per-views are good, right?
The
Their
matches are
shows,
good.
again, not very good, but their pay-per-views are good.
Their matches are good, but like, how many matches can you watch in a 4-hour span before saying, "Well, I don't care who wins; it's just a good match."
I just wish they were shorter so that you can enjoy it better. Just like a takeover.
Look, man, you say that they're great shows, but like, are they really though?
Yes, man. What do you mean? Have you sat down and watched one recently?
I have not gone out of my way to watch an AEW pay-per-view since All In 2024,
It's a
was it?
long time. It's a long time.
What was the one where Brian had his last, or his quote unquote last match, and it was against Swerve in the main event?
I think it was all in.
All In last year?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that was the last one I saw.
Right, right. So you have no idea.
I know.
You don't know nothing,
You
man. I've
you
been
gotta look
watching them
at the
shows.
cards.
I've
You
been
gotta look.
watching them.
You gotta look at the card and go, "Oh, that looks good. I'll watch that." Or, "Oh, that doesn't look great. I'll skip that one."
Yeah, I don't know, man. Whatever you want to do.
Look, man, you're finding it on quote unquote legal, legit websites, and that's you.
Look, I do what I gotta do, you know what I mean? Whether I watch it
I
the day of or the day after.
and look, and that works for you. I don't go out of my way for those websites, and that's me.
Sure, sure. All I know is, as long as it's not stuttering, I enjoy the show.
And it isn't really that the takeaway of this entire video.
Yeah, we kind of got on a little bit of a tangent, but the real winner here is Jim Johnston.
The real winner is a 2.5 hour show, and that's really what I'm gonna go with.
Come on, man. You saying the fucking NWO theme song is worse than the Undisputed Era theme song?
Yes, and I'll die on that hill. That's my unpopular wrestling opinion, and I'll die on
That
that hill.
shit sounds. You put on some sunglasses, man, and you fucking walk with the NWO song.
No, I don't.
No, not you. It's just like an imaginary thing. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, just think about that. It would say it
See,
would look so much cooler.
your analogy
It
doesn't
would
even
okay.
take place in the real world.
All right, hold on. Listen to the NWO one right now and Undisputed Era side by side, but with your mic off.
And I'll think of great memories of all the times the Undisputed Era has come out, hit the pose, and had some banger matches, bro. That's what I'll do.
New World. You can't fucking beat the fucking New World Order stuff inside. Come on.
I'll give you the credit. I respect it. I'm not saying
That
it's a
shit's.
bad song.
It sounds so much better.
What I'm saying here is that on a personal level, I prefer the Undisputed Era theme song, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine.
It's the real debate. It's the real debate.
It's a real debate, and it's a shame that it's come too late in the video to have.
That's true. I can't talk about no more.
But really, the thing that matters the most is that I'm not over here saying that Def Rebel has ever done better than either of those songs.
That's fair. No.
And that's what matters. As long as you come out of this video saying, man, why didn't they talk about Def Rebel that much? The reason is because what is there to talk about?
Beat on Def Rebel.
The debate, there is no debate. Def Rebel, if you ever have a debate who's the best music in WWE, Def Rebel immediately, not number one. And I'm
They're
sorry.
last place.
Dead last, not even a competition.
Correct.
And you know what? Let us know what you think in the comments. But other than that, that's going to do it for this episode.
Wait, hold on.
Wrassle
Who made
Graps.
the Imperium theme song?
That was.
It's an actual song.
That might have been an actual song.
I think it was.
Yeah, that's an actual real song that exists.
Okay.
Before they remixed,
You should
that
have
was a
kept
real
that.
song.
You should have kept
They
it.
should have. But there's no Imperium anymore, so like, why bother?
Yeah, they got rid of my boy Vinci. They got rid of fucking the other guy.
They got rid of Wolf.
Got rid of him.
You don't even
Ain't seen
remember
Kaiser
Wolf.
Roll in years.
Remember
Ain't
Alexander
seen
Wolf?
Wolf in years. Yeah. And Wolf
Man,
is in and what was it called? Anarchy. Wolf was in
Sanity. You're thinking sanity.
Sanity. Yes,
But yeah, no, that was a real song.
that was a real song. Okay, okay, good to know.
But with that, let us know in the comments your thoughts on this topic, guys. Remember, never forget, if you ever get into a debate with your friend, if you say Jim Johnston is the best, perfectly acceptable. If you're of a more modern opinion, you say CFO was better, you know what? Fine. I can live with that. But if you ever say Def Rebel was number one, you're wrong. And if your
Go
friend
to hell.
abandons you, if your friend abandons you in that moment, never talks to you again, you did that to yourself. And I don't know what to tell you.
Exactly.
And that's where we're going to leave it today, guys. Thank you so much for watching or listening, wherever you listen to it on. If you listen to it on the podcasting platform, give it the
Or
5 stars,
wherever
please.
you're listening from.
That too. And you know what? If you listen to it on YouTube, watch it on YouTube, guys. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Of course, let us know your thoughts on the debate. The comments down below. And if you are not already doing it, guys, follow us on the social medias, especially Twitter. Vincent's very active, trying to keep that up. We greatly appreciate some follows over there. Guys, thank you so much for listening. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.